peeps, my name is Naisha and welcome to my channel. Today I'm on Romance Club and I'm going to do another first impressions with 3 more books. The first book is called Seduced by the Rhythm. When a male dance troupe asks you to help them win a competition, you agree to help with their choreography, but there is something they aren't telling you. Now, also, there will be spoilers, so if you don't want to know about any of these 3 books yet, I suggest you play these stories yourself, and then you could come back and watch my video. Though it'll be a light spoiler because, again, this is a first impression. I'm only going to talk about the first 2 episodes of the 3 books that I picked. Now, with Seduced by the Rhythm, episodes 1 and 2, basically, you get into, well, first of all, the character that you play, you can name her whatever you want to. I'm going to call her Susan. Anyway, so Susan is a dance instructor. She has her own dance studio where she teaches, and these group of dudes come to her for like a dance lesson. Excuse me, my throat. But they come to her for a dance lesson, and of course she ain't playing no games. And she teaches them what she knows. And of course they tell her to come by because they want to put the moves that she showed them to the test at this place. And they give her like the address to this place. And of course she's decided to go. However, before she goes, before she goes, she finds out that she's been evicted from her studio / home, because other than her, not only was it a studio, but attached to it was her apartment, and because she can't pay for like the studio, she can no longer live there. And what makes it worse is that she has her young sister, so now she has to find a place for her young sister. But I want to say I think I'm going ahead of myself. First is that like she goes to the place that the guys that she teach to dance, she goes to the place that they told her to go to, and she brings her sister, and she tells her sister about like, hey, I was teaching these guys some dance moves, and so we're gonna see them we're gonna see them in action. Come to find out, they are dancers, but they're strippers. And for some odd reason, Susan doesn't like that. Susan's like, oh, hell no, y'all strippers? Hell no. Like, she don't like it. She not having it. And stuff. And of course, she gets into it with Justin, who is a potential love interest. And of course, Justin's like, he like, again, they going tit for tat. And of course, once they they decided to go their separate ways, because she was like, I'm done. I'm not going to like teach you anything else. And then like when she goes back, she finds out that like she's been evicted and all that stuff, and she doesn't know what to do and stuff. And if I'm not mistaken, I guess she finds out that she finds out like she already been found out, but like before they had the argument, Justin was telling her that they enter in like a dance competition and stuff like that. And so and like there's like a prize money. So of course she goes back to find Justin and the group because she wants to like teach them so they could win the prize money, and so they could give her some of the prize money so she could be able to like have a place for her and her sister to stay. And of course, like in episode 2, you see her trying to win them back, and it doesn't take long for them to realize that they need her just as much as she needs them. So, and of course, you could like if you want to get close to Justin, you can, and things like that. And I will say, I do like the story. It has potential. The only thing I just didn't like is because I actually was trying to romance. I was trying to romance Justin, but like without giving any more details about like what else goes on, because like I said, this is about 1 and 2. But as you can see, it looks like I started over, and I did because Justin was doing a little bit too much for me. Like Justin as a love interest, I would just be wary of him as a love interest because he got a temper on him. Now, if you like that, that's fine. But like the way he treated people, mm, just no. Now he doesn't treat the main character like he doesn't treat the main character badly. Like he doesn't do that. He respects her, depending on if you decide to cheat on him and stuff like that. Because um yeah, I'm assuming you can. I'm not sure. Like, cause with most romance club stories, especially when they have love interests, sometimes you could go with like another person, and then that person also would say something like, "Oh, so you go with another person," type of situation. But I do know like he has a little temper on him, and I just something about Justin. I just like ick. Like it's like he got a little temper on him, and yeah, ain't my stand for it. So, but overall, I do enjoy "Seduced" by the rhythm, and I feel like anybody would like this story. Like especially if you like contemporary drama, like if you like a little good little dance story and things like that, I feel like you would enjoy this. Okay, the next one is Heaven's Secret. Okay, now with Heaven's Secret, mm, now this one, this one, that's all I can say. This one, but okay, it goes like this: You died and went to the Angels and Demons Academy. Devilish, devilish lectures, well, devilish teachers, angelic sweethearts, and the temptation to break heaven's rules. What else awaits you in this dangerous, fantastical afterlife? I don't know why I couldn't say devilish for a minute. Lecturers. I don't know why that was hard, but I digress. Okay, so basically, you play. I'm going to name her Tessa. You play Tessa. Tessa, she just graduated from university. She's going back home to her dad. She gets into a car wreck. She ends up dying, and then of course, she's given a test. She could either walk into the forest or she could just jump into the void, whichever you choose. Um, and then I chose for her to walk into the forest. She meets a dragon, and of course, they tell like you see this devil and this angel. Well, I mean demon. You see this demon and this angel, and they tell you that you have been chosen to to be in the Angels and Demon Academy. You've been chosen. So you could either become a angel or a demon. And of course, Tessa, she just died. She she's sad. Like, she's upset. Her life, she felt like her life was just beginning and stuff. And like, oh my goodness, it's like I felt so bad for her. Like, like right then and there, I felt so bad for her because it's like, oh my god, it's like, wow, that's crazy. And of course, she meets a lot. She meets a lot of potential love interests, whether they are for the long haul or whether they are just casual. Um, and it's like this was kind of like episode 1 and 2 was actually very interesting to me, especially because you get to meet Andy. Andy is just like Tessa. He was human and then he ended up dying. With the about the Angels and Demon Academy, most of the students are born angels or born demons. Mhm. You heard that correctly. Um yeah. So, and of course, there are like humans being granted to come to the school is a rarity. So, yeah. And of course, Tessa, she doesn't really know how to feel because she died, and she's trying to get used to being dead, and now she has to either try to figure out if she wants to be an angel or a demon. And again, she doesn't know what to do. Um so then um I want to say again, like, she meets different people. She meets Andy, her roommate Mimi, also another love interest. Then she meets Andy and Mimi friends because they have like the same friends. They're in the same friend group, to be honest. Um, and then I want to say you meet another love. You meet two more. I want to say you meet Dino, who is an angel, and then you meet Lucy. Lucy is not only the demon, but he's also Satan's son. And Dino is the son of an angel that is a teacher in the school. And not only that, I think at the end, I want to say at the end of 1 or 2, at the end of episode 1 or 2, you find out that your mother became because instead of the name God, they say shepherd. Um so shepherd, but like your mother, you find out that your mother, because your mother died when you were younger, when the main character was younger. The mother died, and she also went to the school, the Angel and Demon Academy, and she actually is one of the, I want to say one of the 12. She's one of like the angels, the higher angels that's close to Shepherd. And of course, Tessa, she's shocked by it and things like that. And also, I want to say in episode 1 and 2, she finds out that I want to say she finds out that it wasn't her death wasn't an accident. That's what I want to say. And stuff like that. So, like, the impression that I got from this, first of all, I thought it was interesting. At first, I thought it was sad. I was like, oh my God. And I still do feel bad for Tessa because, again, she's trying to cope. But like, I do find it very interesting because it's like, it's kind of like a whodunit type of situation, but and also trying to figure out if you want to be good or evil. So, I enjoy the story. Of course, I'm going to continue to play it. I do suggest this story to anyone who likes paranormal, fantasy stories and things like that. Like, if you enjoy paranormal things, you would definitely love Heaven's Secret. And a bit of mystery. If you like mystery too, you would definitely love Heaven's Secrets as well. Um, and then the last story that the final story of this video that I'm going to talk about is Legend of the Willow. Now, I would definitely recommend this story to you, to like anybody who's listening and watching. I definitely would recommend this story because this story, man, like the first 2 episodes, I was hooked, and I mean hooked. Okay. I play it on my other account, and let me tell you, like, I am on season 3 on that one, but I'm still gonna do first impressions because, like, again, the first 2 episodes had me hooked, so that's the reason why I'm on season 3 of it now. So, Legend of the Willow. On the eve of your initiation as a geisha, you discover a supernatural secret that changes everything. Now you're on the run, and not only from humans. Now, this one, I was like intrigued and stuff like that. And what also intrigued me is that this story, like, you um not only like not only do you choose like how your character looks, in this one your character is, again, is one ethnicity, but she's a different type of like your character is Asian, but she's a different type of Asian, like different type of, like, facial features and stuff like that. And I thought that was cool. I really did. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to enjoy this because, again, I felt like this was like a culture based story, and I love that and stuff. And again, I was curious about it because, the only time I ever heard of like um of a geisha was that movie, a memoirs of a geisha. That's the only time. Yeah. So I was curious to know like where this was go, and you know what, my curiosity did not lead me astray because um first, her name is May. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Her name is May. And you know, she again, she's trying to become a geisha. So you meet May, and of course, May seems nice and sweet. She seems like a nice, sweet, you know, main character, and of course, like, it's a big night for her. She just performed and like performed her dance and stuff like that. And of course, um apparently with geishas, a guy, like, I guess pays to have a night with them or something like that, because she has a night with this guy, and I guess because she was nervous about what was going to happen, she ends up turning into a fox. And so, and of course the guy's like, rich, rich, rich. And of course, she's freaking out because she's like, when have I ever turned to a fox? I ain't never turned to a fox. What the hell is this? So of course, she runs and escape. And by her doing that, of course she trying to find her way and things like that. Not only was she trying to she's trying to figure out she's just trying to figure out what to do because she just found out that she could turn into a fox and things like that, and she she's shocked. And I want to say she finds out what she is. I won't say she does. I don't think she truly. I think she does find out what she is, but she knows that she needs to get away from the city and stuff. I know she does go back. Yeah, she does go back. Or yeah, she tried to go back to the place that she was at first, but she found out that her mentor was killed, was murdered. So of course, and they think she did it or she knows who did it. Who did it. And of course she's like, okay, she can't go back there anymore. So then I think she does go back for a bit. Yeah, she does go back for a bit. She goes back to talk to her teacher and then she leaves and stuff like that. But I'm thinking she heard in passing or she find her teacher. I don't know. It's been a while since I played the first 2 episodes, but I can tell you for a fact that it gets more interesting, especially because again, she doesn't know what to do. She just found out she turned into a fox. But she also gets a guy because before she even performed, before all the thing that happened to her happened, she was helping a guy who was under arrest and stuff like that. Now his name is Kazu. I hope I'm saying that right. And and of course they kind of have you could tell you could tell that he might be a potential love interest and stuff like that. But she breaks him out. Yeah, she breaks him out so he could help her get out of basically the city because she's still in the city and she needs to leave because people are looking for her and stuff like that. And again, I just think this is a good story. And not only that, but she also found out that she got powers and stuff like that, and you could choose if you want her to lean more into the powers of illusion or the power of fire. I chose to do illusions because that sounds cool. So anyway, I actually liked the story. The story again, like I said, it had me hooked because again, I felt like it was more of a culture based story. And I like that. I like to learn about different cultures and stuff. And you never really see that in other interactive story games. You never really see a story that basically centers around either a culture or a different ethnicity, ethnic group. You never really see a story focus on an ethnic group or a culture. You just never see that. And so it was nice to see a story like this that's focused on an ethnic group, because it's come on, it's that's the stories you want to hear more. You want to hear more Black stories, Asian stories, Indian stories, Hispanic stories, indigenous stories and stuff like that. So I thought this was pretty dope for me. and I'm loving. I was like just entranced with it. Not only that, but like some of the graphics for it, because like they have like beautiful scenes that be playing out, and then the music. Oh my god, the music to the shoot had me just like in a trance. I was like, yes, I was loving the music in this. I don't usually talk too much about the music only because I be forgetting, but like the music is just it's just spectacular to me. It fits, and I would definitely say, like, if you love all things paranormal and fantasy and just like that, if you like anything like that, this story is definitely one that you will like and enjoy. And to me, I feel like it's very refreshing. Um, because especially with the character of May, because it seems like she's like, even though she knows what she is, she's still kind of like, it seems like she's kind of like against it type of situation for now. Um, but yeah, that's all the stories that I am going to talk about with my first impressions. Let me know down in the comment below you which one you think you might play. Do you think you might play Seduced by the Rhythm, Heaven Secrets, or Legend of the Willow? Let me know. Or if you have any other story on here that you play and you want to hear me talk about, again, you can always write it down in the comment below. Um, Please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, see ya!